Hello everybody, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. Excuse my cold. I thought I'd get this video out because it's part of the timeline of what I'm doing here with what I do and don't want in the garden before I start planting my own things. You might remember this Thunbergia, trumpet flower vine, some people call it. It is so pretty, and I said in the last video about this that I was undecided as to whether or not I was going to keep it. But I've had another good look at it, and it does have quite a lot going on here on the stems, including, this is another Pittosporum, I believe. So there's another big tree in the making in that stem there, so it's all tangled up with here. And then I noticed this on the other side. I thought, oh, what is that? I followed it back, and yeah, there it is. So yeah, it wants to spread. It's likely to be a problem if I want to plant anything along that fence, which I do. I was hoping to put my passion fruit vine there because it does get a fair bit of sun even in the morning. So sadly this is going to go. I did think of making cuttings and putting it elsewhere, but I want a low maintenance garden if something is ornamental. So basically if it's not giving me food, I don't want to spend a bunch of time looking after it and putting its tendrils back where they need to be. I thought with this garden I'm going to be a little bit more ruthless, which is weird because my name is Ruth, which is possibly why I find it difficult. The other thing that I laughing at my own jokes. The other thing I wanted to mention is figure out where the shade is coming from. So the shade here, along this fence where I want to put my passion fruit vine, might be a problem, especially as the shade is coming from that tree in the neighbour's driveway. It's another block of units, so yeah, they probably can't help it. But yeah, I'm going to cut that back and see if that helps a little bit, because passion fruit vines do need sun to get a decent amount of passion fruits, and also we're looking at pruning that quite a bit. The Cotoneaster tree, Cotoneaster, I'm not sure how to say it, that's how it's spelled anyway, so that's another weedy tree, so I'm not sure if we're allowed to take that out. I think we are allowed to remove that tree. And the second last issue here is the fern, which is very sweet and all, but we want to put a frame for our hanging chairs here, so it might go back to some lavender or even some native plants around the edge, Australian natives. And this camellia I want to keep because it reminds me of my mum, who is still with us. She had a camellia, pink camellia, for years, which always flowered on her birthday, given to her by my grandmother on my dad's side. So yeah, it reminds me of my mum. I'm not sure if it's pink or white, but either way, I kind of like it, but it's just been allowed to grow without much pruning. And you can see, well, you probably may not be able to see, but there are a lot more buds up the top where it gets sun. And actually here, in this piece that comes forward a bit too much, so you can sort of see it's quite 3D, as it should be. But I was thinking of pruning this front bit off so that it's more of a feature tree against the wall. And I would really like to take some of the height off so it would bush out a little bit. So we will lose some flowers this year, but hopefully if we can do it in a way that doesn't make it look too hacked back, we can just have the beautiful shape of the tree against the wall there, because I really don't want to take it out. I don't think it's ever going to get big enough to cause issues to the brickwork. In the meantime, it'll give us some lovely flowers in winter. Always good to plan your garden so that you get flowers year round, because it's good for the little bees and pollinators, which include not just butterflies and cute things, but wasps, would you believe? As much as I hate getting bitten by wasps. But anyway, as you can see, some more little weedy trees in the making, so we'll rip those out as well because they don't need to be there. Anyway, that's the plan for this little courtyard area. But yeah, assess where your shade's coming from for the plants that you want to plant, as well as are they going to be a high maintenance beauty, which this one is. unfortunately. So I still might do some cuttings so that I've still got some of it. But in the meantime, I might be better off with low growing, easy maintenance things in this area. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.